An airline pilot who lives in the Sacramento area posted video on the internet to expose what he believes are flaws in the nation's airport security. And he's being punished by the feds as a result. News 10's George Warren joins us live from Sacramento International tonight to show us why. George?
Well, Dale, he's a pilot for a major airline. I've met him before, and he called me last night to tell me about this little video project of his that has got Washington so worked up. Before he left on a flight out of San Francisco, he used a cell phone camera to offer his perspective of airport security.
If anybody recognizes this terminal, this is obviously San Francisco.
A veteran airline pilot offered a video tour of San Francisco International Airport using his cell phone camera to point out what he believes are serious flaws in airport security.
As you can see, airport security is kind of a farce. It's only smoke and mirrors, so you people believe that there is actually something going on here.
The pilot, who asked that we not identify him or his airline, was authorized by the TSA to carry a handgun in the cockpit.
We got this thing if we ever have an accident.
He also has access to this scary-looking rescue axe on the flight deck.
This is the passenger check-on point.
So the pilot is asking the question, why are you and I and even he and other members of his flight crew forced to go through a security checkpoint, while the people who service the aircraft are free to come and go as they please?
So folks, I just wanted to give you an idea of what type of security for the ground personnel there is. This is their screening. As you can see, there's only a cart slide and one door. So when you see a cart, those carts aren't screened at all.
3 days after the pilot posted his airport security tour on YouTube, 4 federal air marshals and 2 sheriff's deputies arrived at his house, which he also recorded.
What's up? Take inventory of the weapon.
They were here to confiscate his federally issued handgun.
So why am I on suspension?
A letter later arrived informing the pilot his status as a federal deputy was being reviewed because TSA had seen that video on YouTube. The pilot's attorney believes the feds sent 6 people to his house to send a message.
And the message was, you've angered us by telling the truth and by showing America that there are major security problems, despite the fact that we've spent billions of dollars allegedly to improve airline safety.
The pilot is not in trouble with his airline, although a supervisor asked him to remove the video from YouTube.
There's no screening here. There's no TSA here.
But he does face possible civil penalties for what the TSA called disclosure of sensitive security information.
And right here's the sign, thanks security. Well, I don't think there's much security here.
Well, the pilot is still waiting to hear what the TSA plans to do with him. As you saw, they've already taken away his firearm. And I should mention that his county sheriff has also revoked his concealed weapons permit. The federal flight deck officer position is strictly voluntary. There's no money at stake here. The pilot tells me that he may simply resign that position, go back to being a pilot, and let others worry about airport security. Live at Sacramento International Airport, George Warren, News 10.
You know, it looks more like disclosure of sensitive security flaws. George, I'm sure it's a story we'll continue to follow. Thanks.